Because in your 20s, like I didn't have to do any of this stuff. 2 broken left ankles, 1 broken right. All right, so starting off with a coffee, getting the day started. I do have the morning off today, so pretty good. Let me just move this a little bit. Yeah, so I started skating, back skating, just over a year now, and I had a 10-year break, which is quite a long time. But previously I skated 11 years, I skated straight, and then I took a 10-year gap. Why did I take a 10-year gap? Well, I had a lot of injuries. I had a lot of things happen, and I wasn't really enjoying skateboarding anymore. Previously, I was writing for sponsors and doing that kind of like sponsored thing where you're just pushing yourself, doing lots of things, trying to, pretty much trying to become pro. You're skating all the time, you're filming, you're doing things, you're networking with people, skating different places. You're really pushing your body to the limit. And I just got to a point in my early 20s, so like 24, where I was kind of tired of skating and I just needed a bit of a break from it. So that's what I did. I slowly just stopped doing it. It wasn't all of a sudden. And then I started doing other things. So what did I start doing? Well, I started riding motorcycles. I started doing more exercise, things like that. And that's what I want to take you guys through today is what I do now. So once I returned back to skating, which was purely out of passion, it kind of popped up and I felt in a good place physically and I felt in a good place mentally to start doing it again. And I kind of missed the social part of it and just the feeling of being on the board again. So it's a lot, I would say it's a lot more fun now. I'm in my 30s, it's a lot more relaxed. There's no pressure to get good. I can still like learn new tricks, but I'm just not throwing myself down things all the time, hurting myself. I've just got a different bag of tricks now, and I'm still learning new things, which is really cool. But yeah, let's get into what I use. So my supplements and talk about my physique and previous injuries. I'm also going to show you a bit of my fitness routine. So that's what we're going to get into. Let's do it. All right, so if you look here, you see a whole bunch of supplements, right? I'm going to go through them all and what their purposes are. So first of all, we'll go through the main one, which is like protein. This is what I'm using right now. It's a vegan protein from White Wolf. 30 grams of protein. It's pretty good. I think that everyone should use a protein. Or have enough protein. Helps the body heal quicker and just to retain your muscle, especially as you're getting older and you are in your 30s. You want to, like these days I feel like I'm still in my 20s. I get to jump around and skate and stuff because I do these things, and I think a protein is super important. I don't know what you're taking, but I recommend a protein, and this is what I'm using. Second, we have another one of my favorites, which is L-citrulline malate. It's really good it's a vasodilator, so it's really good for body circulation, healing, and endurance, and also like helping the nutrients get to where it needs to get to. So increases blood flow. You can actually use this for a few other things, guys. I've heard it's really good for ED, but I don't have a problem with that. I'm still kicking along good. But a lot of people use this, and it's one of my favorites. I get a real good pump, and I'm just like cruising around, feeling good. And especially here in the cold weather in Canberra City, I need something to keep a really good blood flow. After that, I kind of mix that with a Powerade. I like Powerade. That's purely just my choice. These two combo together, just 2 scoops or 1 scoop, whenever you're feeling it. Doesn't have to be daily. Powerade's the go. We got an Emerald Labs beta alanine, which is okay. I do use this stuff sometimes, but not all the time. It's supposed to boost muscular endurance, reduce fatigue, pharmaceutical grade. It's okay. It kind of gives you a little bit of a tingly feeling when you take it. You only need a small, like maybe 1/4 of a teaspoon. But yeah, good for endurance and stuff like that. I notice a slight difference in it, but I don't take it as consistently. So yeah, that's another one I do have there, but I don't use every day. 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, which is one of my favorites, and I think vitamin C is super important. Promotes healing, skin, hair, nails, all that sort of stuff, guys. Just general well-being, and like pretty much just immune sort of good for your immune system. Let's say that, right? Vitamin C. So it's just a sleep supplement. This one is Nutravita, which is pretty good. Professional Sleep Complex. Like, I'm not trying to promote any of these supplements, right? But I have always been kind of a poor sleeper, so sleep is so important. If I don't get a good sleep in my 30s, I'm not going to be skating, 3-4 times a week, or even 2 times a week. It's really hard on recovery, so sleep supplements is so important. And this one here is activated charcoal. I don't always use it, but it's really good for detoxes and cleanses. Just a teaspoon, maybe, I don't know, maybe three days in a row, 3 teaspoons. It will change the color of your stool, but activated charcoal is good for removing toxins from the body. So, I like to drink sometimes, have a beer here and there, and enjoy my life as well as doing all this health stuff. So it's a good balance. I do more health stuff, but this stuff is good for a reboot, and it's just from the health shop. Activated charcoal, you can really get it anywhere. It's pretty cheap. It's kind of like creatine or something. All right, so that's pretty much everything in terms of supplements that I use, or I am using right now. Sometimes I won't use any supplements depending on how I'm feeling, but the protein, if I'm getting good protein and stuff like that, and good blood flow, and good sleep, I don't need anything, but I just like to top it up, and make sure I'm getting everything. So before I started back on my skating journey as well, I was just lifting weights, primarily bodybuilding or sculpting, like physique style stuff, in the gym like 3 times a week, sometimes 2 times a week. I don't need to train that often because I've been an athlete my whole life, so my body knows what to do, and I have pretty good genetics, which is really good. So I was in the gym doing stuff, and my weight was about 89 kilos, which is super heavy for skating, I think. Initially, I started at 64 kilos, guys, when I was like in my teens to early 20s. So once I started lifting weights, obviously eating more, building muscle and stuff like that was my primary focus. But now I'm cutting down. I'm actually at 80 kilos right now, which is super good. And my skating's improved, joint mobility, stuff like that, a whole bunch of benefits. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys my physique, and then we're going to head down to the garage, and I'm going to take you through what I do as a workout these days. It's pretty different to what I was doing, but yeah, we'll go down and I'll show you what I do. All right, guys, we've got some pretty decent lighting here. I'm just going to whip this one off and show you my physique. All right, as you can see, pretty decent lighting. Starting to get pretty lean again, which is really good. I got a whole bunch of definition coming through, but my goal weight is to actually get to 75 kilos. So yeah, I think that'll be ideal for skating while still maintaining muscle and stuff like that. And I'm 34. I will be 35 in like a month or so. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with my progress and stuff. The body seems good. I do get a little bit of joint pain here and there. Sometimes, like recently, I've been pushing a lot with my legs. So that's a lot of skating and endurance. But my quadriceps have been a bit sore. But like joints, we'll go down and I'll talk about more of that in the garage while I'll go through the exercise. All right. Welcome back to the garage. For those who have seen a few of my previous vlogs, this is my little like skate sort of workshop area. Quick look around, just a whole bunch of random stuff, paint, tools on this side, and then we've got the skate section, a couple of my old boards. It's like my first Skate Dads t-shirt I put up there, and yeah, some of my drawings. Have a quick squeezy at those. Got a board that I need to put back up. I was using this 825 recently, but now I got a good setup again. As I mentioned in the last vlog, my setup is pretty much stuck in the Philippines right now, so I'm not going to get that back for a while. But we've got a couple other things down here, some art stuff. It's kind of becoming like a mini studio and a light, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this is where I do my work. And I also go to the gym once a week, but I do most of my skate work here, or workouts for skateboarding. All right, this thing here, it's a wobble board, guys. You may have seen one, you may have not seen one, but I use it pretty much to just stand in the middle and engage my nervous system and get my balance started. So I'll probably do like, I'll do whatever I'm feeling. I'll probably do like 30 seconds on each leg, and then I'll go to an exercise over here and I'll just bench press, and I'll probably do like maybe like 15 reps. It's a pretty lightweight. We just got 10 kilos on this side, 10 kilos on that side, and the bar is like 5, so it's like 25 kilos. And I just pretty much get a pump, and then I do some overhead press, but I'm going to show you a bit of the footwork, and then I'm going to show you a bit of the bench, and then we'll get into the other 2 exercises I do. Yeah, you can make it a little more harder if you want to kind of go into like a little pistol squat or a squat. You can move around, move your legs, you can right the out a bit with your legs, you can do a whole bunch of things. But this thing here is super good for building your ankle stability and just general balance. And I'm gonna go over my injuries later, guys, and tell you about my injuries. But right now we're gonna get into the bench. So gonna do 10 reps of bench. And that's it. So that's how I do it. Just like foot, bench. Those are the first 2 exercises I do, and then I get into some rows, and I'll show you those now. All right, so that's 3 exercises, and I'll show you the 4th one I do. So as you can see, it's not that complicated. This is just for maintaining my physique. And I don't do a whole bunch of like reps and sets and all these things. I don't really calculate. I just sort of get a good pump and maintain my physique. I do it once or twice a week. And then the rest, I'm pro skating, like skating about 3 times a week if I'm feeling good, 2 times if I'm feeling okay. So, well, not the best, sorry. I'll probably skate 2 times. But 3 times is it's a good week to to be skating during the week. So especially being in your 30s, like mid 30s, you got everything else to balance. If you have kids, if you have a job, if you have like a partner, a girlfriend, a wife, whatever, you got to balance these things, guys. And this is how I do it. Well, this is how I get the energy to do it as well. All right, we got exercise 5. We're just going to use these 2. And the weight for me is like 1.5, and then 2.5. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and the bar, maybe like 9 kilos or something. 5th exercise will be, I will do dumbbell flies, and then I'll just do the 6th exercise, which will just be bicep curls, and the 7th exercise will be over the head tricep extensions. All right, this is the last one, guys. It's just over the back for the triceps, and yeah, that's it for the upper body. All right, so right now you're probably wondering, what do I do for my lower body? Guys, just this thing over here, and I'm just skateboarding right now. Skateboarding does so many of the muscles. You're pushing, you're jumping, you're lunging all the time. I tried training legs and skateboarding at the same time, but I started to notice I had a bit of overuse, so I just wasn't recovering as fast. It was like training legs more than you need to, which sort of hindered my ability to skate more. So what I've noticed from skateboarding is, as opposed to squatting and stuff like that, is you become more mobile, and I just want to become more mobile. I don't train core or anything like that, because all the twisting and jumping and skating, all that sort of stuff, all the cardio is skateboarding. But yeah, it is the best you got to train for your sport, essentially. And right now I'm just lifting light. activating the muscles, developing that physique, or maintaining it while I'm still enhancing my skateboarding skills. Like, I'm not going and doing calf raises, nothing like that, to try and make my calves stronger, because I'm getting all that activation through skateboarding. And I've noticed a lot of my mobility come back, which is awesome, because you need to like really stretch when you're skateboarding, like kick your legs out and stuff. I don't even stretch. Like, I don't like stretching. Every time I stretch, like before and after, it's always best to stretch after you do exercise, because you're warm. If you stretch before, you're at more risk of hurting yourself. But I barely stretch. I just go get the blood pumping, the muscles loosen up. I may do a little bit of like light stretching, but I'm not going to do like touching toes or hands or anything like that. This is just what works for me. This is my routine, guys. But yeah, I could talk about this stuff all day, but I just wanted to show you guys what I do, what supplements I'm taking, my physique, my weight, and how it is skateboarding in your 30s. Because in your 20s, like, I didn't have to do any of this stuff. I just got on the board, skated in the morning, I'll skate in the evening. Your recovery is so good. But if you want to keep skating long term, you have to adjust, you have to make the adjustments. I want to keep improving my skateboarding. But like I said before, just a whole different bag of tricks. And I'm still learning a lot. It's so fun. It's one of the most enjoyable things to me. So I want that to just be for as long as I can, just like most skateboarders would say, right? But yeah, so to wrap this up, guys, thanks for listening to my rants. Thanks for watching my video. If you have any questions, pop it in the comments below, because we've got a really good skate community on here, heaps of support. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I love making these videos, and it's awesome to just look back and yeah, just see things. Like, I get to document all my journey, and yeah, I get to, you know, get inspired for the next travel trip or the next skate session. Ideas to make videos. It's just awesome, and being involved in all this. So yeah, shout out everyone on the YouTube, the Facebook page. Yeah, just cantuting from here, and I will see you guys later. I also forgot one thing, my list of extensive injuries. So 2 broken left ankles, 1 broken right, 2 broken wrists, on the left side, 1 broken on the right side, a broken pinky, a chipped tooth, a broken collarbone, and a broken femur. So yeah, that's why I do all this, to keep my body in check. Ligaments and tendons, joints like that, that's the worst. Bones heal, but like I was saying before, get that vitamin C, do everything right, and yeah, you'll be feeling good.